As yesterday we had started building the e-commerce website, and we had built the home page for that. So let me show you what we had built yesterday. Here you can see we had built this sample home page for e-commerce website yesterday. Now today we will have to build the product page for that e-commerce website, and also we will have to, if one is selected in this, so that must be highlighted. Okay, so let me go to the Visual Studio and zoom the code. Okay, I think it is now good. Let me collapse this, and now I want as here the home is selected, so for that I will have to have a border, and border be of 2. Okay, and the border should to be white. Yes, now let me show you. If I refresh the page, here you can see, but it has a border, so that why I will have to remove this one. Now let's see. Here you can see it is now selected. Because of this, it has the bottom border. So now we will have to build the product page. So for that purpose, let me create here a separate file for this. So here let me create a product.html. Yes, and here let me bring the basic boilerplate, and let me name this to product. Okay, okay, and also the easy com. Also I will have to copy this to the index page, and here I will have to replace this with this, and here I will have to write the home, cause it is the home page of this application. And now I will have to copy the navbar from this one. Yes, let me copy this navbar from this one and paste it here in the body. And also I will have to copy this CDN of Tailwind CSS, and I will have to paste it here in the head. And now let me change the border, the highlighting style for this page. Let me copy this from here and paste it in the products. Okay, now if I go to the index.html page, and here in the navbar I will have to have the href for this page. Now let me go to the href, and here I will have to pass the product page in this. Okay, now let me see whether it is working or not. If I click the products, here you can see it is now going to the product. And also in the product page I will have to in the href I will have to pass the home html file. So for that I will have to pass the index.html file. Now let's see whether it's working or not. Okay, it's working 100% correctly. Now I will have to design the product page for this e-commerce website. So I have not thought that which kind of a product page I will have to design, but let build something special. Okay, I will have to show you how you will have to design a page in this. So let me create a section, and this section will contain two things. Let me ask this suggestion AI tool. So for first I will have to build the sidebar. First we had a sidebar, but a side. Okay, I had a side tag, and I also I'm also going to have here another section. Okay, so now let me rename it to div. Okay, I think section is better. Okay, now in this I will have to write the filters, etc., and in this I will have to make the products. Okay, now let me before come to the section section. Yes, in this section I will have h2, and in this h2 I will have the products. Okay, all products, and this should have some styling, and this styling should be like text should be x to I think 2xl, and font should to be semi bold, and let me check what was the font size in this section. Well, yeah, I want to be consistent in every section, so I have to copy this and let me paste it here on this so that it will be same as in the home page. Now I will have also to make this section a little bit let me give it some amount of padding from all side. I think it will be okay. Now let me go to this and see. Yes, here you can see the all products. Now I will have to make here the aside tag aside and also the products here. So let me style little bit the aside. Okay, aside, where is aside? Here. So I will have to make this flicks and let me yes, gap of 4 3, yes, 2, gap of 2 is okay, I think. And let me style it little bit. So class, and I want it to be black cause the footer and the header are also black, so for that purpose I want to make it black. And I also want to give it some amount of width, just like a 52. Let me check whether 52 is okay or not. Either I will move to it have taken the padding, so let me don't give the padding here. I will have to give padding here in this section. So let me pass it here p of 4, I think. Yes, and let me check. Yes, it is now perfect. Now I will have to make to give it some amount of height. So for now I think I should move with the, let me give a height of let me give it 90 vh. Yes, I think it will be good. Yes, 90 vh is perfect, but if I can also reduce it to 88. Let me check. Yes, I think it is good. Okay, now I will have to make this section absolute and also to the navbar absolute, because let me make it fixed and top 0. Okay, and w full. Okay, and let me check whether it has worked or not. Yes, now I will have to give this section some amount of padding from the top, cause let me give 32. No, it's too much. I think pt of 14. Let me go with 14. Yes, it is good, but not too. I will have to move with that 16, I think. mm, how much is this? 16. What should I do? Yes, I think 16 was good, but I will have also to give some amount of padding to this, cause it is now looking ugly. And also I think I will have to move to 90 vh. Now it is best. Okay, okay, this is now looking better. And now I will have to make here a filter options. Yes, but before I will have to make here the product card. Yes, now let's move to the product card. I will have to create here a product card. Now let me go and create here this should be in div, cause I want to build something other with this. And let me create here a label, create a div, and in this div I want to create the label, and that label should be for sorted by. Yes, and here I want to give it name of sorted by. Okay, I think I should to make it in this way. And here I also want to create a select menu. Okay, this select, and that select should to be name sorted by. Yes, and I also wanted to go here and create some option, and that should to be A to Z option, another one, and that should to be Z to A. Yes, and here I also want to sort by price from lower to high. Okay, and also by from high to lower. Okay, from high to lower. Now let me see what it is. Now here you can see I can select this. Okay, now let me give it the flex display in order to look to make it beautiful. So here come to the parent div, and here I want to make it flex and justify between. Okay, now let me see how it's looking. Here you can see, but I will have to give it the width of 100 full, and let me give w full here also. Okay, now let's see. Yes, it is now looking pretty awesome. If I want to sort it, here you can see it is sorted, but here is a problem. I will have to make also this div flex, this one. So class, and here I want to flex, and the flex call, and a gap of 2. Okay, now let me see. Yes, it's now looking beautiful, but I will also have to make it little bit beautiful, cause if I show you, here you can see it has no styling. So for that I will have to come to the select, and here let if I can make it beautiful. So it should have border. Yes, let me see whether it is applied or not. Yes, and let me give it some amount of padding. Yes, pf2, and round it should to be medium. Now let me go and check. Yes, it's now looking better, but I will also have to give some amount of px of 2 or 3. Let me check. It is now pretty awesome. Okay, and I think I should to remove the border. I can bg of gray of 200 300. I think. Let me check whether this is looking pretty or not. Yes, I think it is now good. Wow, and I think I should remove the outline because it is making it ugly. So the outline should to be none. Okay, now let me check whether it is removed or not. So here you can see it is now working pretty well. Okay, I think I should to make it item center. Let me go, and the item should to be center. Now let's see how it's looking. Now it is good, and yes, this was a sorting. So now I will have to create here a product div. So for that I will have to collapse this div in which I have built this thing. Now I will have to create another div, and this div should contain the card. So here let me create a div for the card, and yes, first I will have an image, and then I have a div, and this div should contain the title in h2. Title goes here, and I will have some amount of description h2, and that should to be have lorem of 10. Now let me see how it's looking. Yes, here you can see, but I wanted to be give it a one property called trunket, if I'm not wrong. This is a property name, but for that I will have to give here a width. This should to be 32. Here you can see it is now hidden. Okay, so I think I should to give it 40. Okay, this is now pretty well, and I also want to have a button with this button, and that button should contain view product. Let me check. Yes, here now we have button. So for the product, let me copy the from JSON, dummy JSON. Let me copy the product from here, so that we can have the products links. Let me copy product links from here. Let me go down, and here I will have to copy this one. Yes, let me copy this link and paste it here in the image. So here I will have an image, and this image source should to be this one. Now let me give it some amount of classes. Here should the width full, and the height should to be full. Okay, now let me check how it's looking. If I refresh the page, here you can see, but this image is broken. I think I will have to copy another one. Let me copy another one. If there was an image in this, let me copy this one and paste instead of the this. Paste, and let me check now how it's looking. Yes, it is well, but let me decrease the size little bit because I have given it the full, so that why let me, okay, so that it was to this one, so let me give it size of 36, I think. Let me go with this. Yes, it's now looking pretty well, but I will have to make the title little bit beautiful. So let me go to the title and give it a class of text should to be LG and font should to be semi bold. Now let me check what is happening. Here you can see the title is now beautiful, and also let me stylize the button little bit. I think I can go with the class, and here I can make it little bit beautiful by giving it some amount of padding. Now first let me give it the PG color of blue 500, 600, and also when I hover this, now the BG color should to turn into 700, and I think I should give px2 and py of 1, and the round it should to be empty. Now let me check. Here you can see it is now beautiful, but I had forgotten one thing, that I was to turn the text into white. Okay, white, what is happened? Now you can see it is looking pretty well, but to the card, overall card, I have to give little bit style. So it is the style, it is the tag. Now let me give it a padding of 1 and shadow MD. Now let me check what is happening. Yes, it has taken the whole space, so it will remote. I think the padding is very less. I should go with the padding of 2. Yes, let me check whether padding 2 is good or not. I think it is now well. And also when I hover this, then scale should to be 105, and when I hover this, it should give me it's a cursor should to be pointer, and when I hover this, the brightness should come to 75. Okay, now let me check. Okay, it's working well. Okay, and another thing I think I should okay, here I think I can give the size of 40 to this size 36, not 40. Okay, now let me check. Now here you can see it is good, but I will have to think little bit, because I think this is not in this tube. Why it is not working well? I think I can give it some amount of margin from the top of 2. Yes, let me check whether this is good or not. Yes, I think this is now good, but I am surprised why there is no shadow on the whole. Okay, I think I have made some mistake here. Shadow, why there is no shadow? Let me check. Shadow should to be LG. Now let me check again. Why the shadow is not applying on this part? I'm surprised only for this thing. Let me remove this thing. Okay, still there is no shadow. And if I remove this shadow from this step, you can see there is no shadow. Now let me check with the BG color. If I apply BG red on this for testing purpose, that should not be book, this should be BG. Okay, now let me refresh it again. Okay, it's only apply at this product. So what can be the reason? Div and this div. Yes, but it is not taking the shadow from this one. And what can be the problem? Okay, this has only 40 size, so that is the reason. Okay, if I remove this size and then check, now here you can see it has not taken the whole, so shadow should be empty. I was wrong actually. Okay, now I will have to give it width of 40. Now let's check, it is now good. Okay, now I can remove the background color from this one, and now let's check. Yes, it is now good, but let me give it some amount of padding from the top. MTF4, yes, it is good. Yes, now I will have to copy this card and yes, make it sometime 2 3 4 5. Now let me refresh. Here you can see it is repeated, but I want to repeat it horizontally. Now let me go to this one and make it flex. Justify, there is no justify, so there should be item center. Now let me check whether it is up. Okay, I think I went to the wrong one. Okay, I was in the wrong div. This should be the div. Flex, just item center and a gap of 3. Okay, let me check with this what is happening. So here you can see, but I don't like the weight, it should to be little bit more. Okay, I think I can give it little bit more width. So for width I will have to go with the, let me go to the this one, and I think I can go with 48, and I think I should to give this whole 40 D, and let me change it to 48. Okay, now let me check. Yes, now it's looking pretty well, but I will also have to change the size for this one. I think I should to go with the 48. Now let me check what is happening if I give it 48. No, I think it is not good. I think I will have to go with 40. Why this is bigger? I don't know what can be the reason why this is bigger. I think there may be any mistake in this one. Okay, cause only I'm changing to the one size. Okay, that should to be remain 36. Okay, now I will have to justify the content center and also increase the gap little bit. There is 3 gap, I think 6 gap will well, but I should to go justify center. Now let's see what is happening. Now it's looking pretty awesome. Okay, if I can do this. Okay, now I think I can increase the spacing little bit here. So for that I can come to every div, and here now I can increase. So I will have to select this one for multiple selection. Okay, now here you will have to space y of 2. Now let's go with this. Why this not made this? Don't made any change. Space y2 to 4. Let me check with 4. I think it is now good. I think I can do something with the button. So for selection of the button I will have to select this hover. Now let me select all this and I can give it the MD of 2. Now let me check. Now it is looking good, and I can also I think bring it little bit down. So for that I will have to go to this parent, and instead of 4 it should to be 6 I think. Now let me check with this one. Yes, I think it is now good. uh, and yes, this is the all product section. So now I will have to repeat this to 2 to 3 times. Okay, now I want to 10 products in this page. So for that purpose I will have to copy the last product again. I think this is the product. So 5 time again, inshallah. 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, now let me check. You can see it is going there. So for that purpose I think I have to apply the property of a flex wrap. Okay, okay, now like you can see it has been applied successfully. Good. So now I will have to make this thing fixed, because when I'm scrolling then it is also going. So for that purpose I will have to make it fixed. Now let me collapse this section and come to the aside and yes, make it fixed, and from left it should to be 0. And yes, let me check it now. Yes, it is now good. But here I will have also to give this section margin left of 52. Yes, let me go with 52. Okay, this is how I'm working. It is now perfect, you can see. So this is all about designing a pretty pages. Now if yes, this is not looking good because this section is visible, and I also want to make this thing awesome. So for that purpose I will have to come to the sidebar, and I want that it should be black. MD in MD it should be black, but in a smaller device it should be hidden. Okay, now let me go with this whether it is working or not. Yes, it is now hidden, but yes, there is one mistake again. I want this should to be in MD, but in smaller device it should be 0. Okay, now let me check. It is now looking pretty well. Two products, and if I decrease this little further, now this is very good. And if I increase the size, here you can see this is a fully responsive design. But why? Okay. Okay, I understand this behavior. So now I will have to create the filtering option on this side. So for that let me create here aside, but I will have to make it little bit beautiful, because when I hover this button it should to be give me cursor pointer. So for that purpose I will have to select the button again. Let me collapse this this aside for now, and let me select the button. Okay, where is the button? I think I can select the text white and MD also. Yes, let me select this thing. Now with this I want whenever I am hovering you, your cursor should goes to pointer. Okay, now let me check. Okay, it's working now well. This is good. Okay, And now let me yes, let me create here a filtering option. So let collapse this one and open the aside tag, and in this let me create here sections. One section, section 2, and I think this is okay. So for first let me create here an h3, and in this h3 I want to filter by, yes, filter by price. So first I want to filter by price. So for that purpose I want a div, and this div must contain a label and in input of checkbox. Okay, and here I want to label it for 400, for 100, okay, for $150. Let me check how it's looking. It is here, but mm, this aside should have the text white. Okay, here you can see now it's looking pretty well. Let me give it some amount of padding from the top. Should be 20, I think. 20 is too much. I can go with 10, I think. Let me go with 10. Yes, it is good now. Yes, I also wanted to have padding from the x-axis, so this should to be 4. Yes, it is now looking pretty well. And yes, let me style it little bit. So yes, give it a text of 2XL, and the font should to be semi bold for better visibility. Now let's go with this. Yes, here you can see, and let me give it my of 2. Yes, it is now looking pretty, but I also wanted to increase this little bit. So for that let me come here and yes, apply text of LG on this one. Yes, it is now looking pretty well, and I can repeat this certain time. Now let me check. Here you can see I can increase the price 200, 500, and yes, 180. Let me check. This is a filtering option for that. Okay, I can also write here higher, then I can copy this one, paste it here, paste it here, and also paste it here. Now let me check. It is now looking very well, and I can also here another filter option. So let me create another filter option for that. So let me collapse this section. I think I can copy this one, this everything. Yes, this everything I can copy, and let me collapse this section now, and let me check. It is now looking very well, but I will have to change it to color or another filter option, just like by men or women. Filter by gender. For men, for women, for boys, okay, for girls, and I think I can also have another option of babies. Okay, they are also part of humans. So let me choose babies for baby. Let me refresh it. Now here you can see this filter option. Now this is looking pretty well. Okay, I think this is now look great, but not so. I think I can create here another div, and this div should to be used for the purpose of line. It should have width of full and a height of 2 pixel. Yes, and BG should to be white. Yes, I think this will work well. Now let me give it MY of 3. This is well. I think this is now looking pretty well, and yes, if I had another filter by season, I can also go with another section. I think I can select this section, and this should to be, oh my god, what I did. Okay, in a side here I can go with this one, and filter by season. Oh no, I have copied this thing. Yes, and let me now come to this, clear this two text, and also this one. Now filter by season. So there is two season. One is for summer and for winter. Now let's choose these two. So here now there are two options for filtering, and I will also have to copy this div, copy this one, and let me do this and paste it here, and also do this. Now let's see. Here you can see now we have better option for filtering, and also we have the all products, and I think I can now go to another section, and yes, this is looking pretty well. Okay, I can also change their images. So let me, I think I should to change their images, because it's looking worst when it is repeated. So this was the section. I hide the first. Okay, hide this first one. Now I will have to change this one. So for this I will have to come to the dimension, copy this one, paste it here. Okay, now let's see whether it is updated or not. Let me, yes, it is updated. Let me also do this for the others. I think the third item should not be repeated. The third item should be repeated. Okay, so for this one let me change. Now let's go to these damages and products again, and use one of them. Let me paste it here. Now let's reload this. So here you can see now the fourth product is changed. Now I will have to change this product. So come here, and I will have to change this product. I think I can do this one. This is now well, and I think also I can now change this image by another one. Yes, now let's see. This is great. Now I think I can also change here on product, so that one should be changed. Let me copy another product from here and paste it here. Now let me check. You can see now the products are looking better because I have changed it. And if I go with this screen, here you can see now the product page are looking very well. Wow. But if I go to the home, here you can see home page are also looking very well, and also the product page is looking pretty awesome. Now let me go to this again, and I think this is done, but I can also have something another. Okay, let me bring the footer before. I think I also have footer here. Let me copy this footer and paste it here after this section. Now let's see how it's looking. If I refresh the page, here you can see now the footer is also down, and also I can create here another section for suggested product. Okay, I think I have made here some mistakes, but don't care about this. Now let me create here another section of create here. Let me collapse this one and also collapse to this div. Let me copy the feature product from here. This is a section. Just let me copy this one and paste it here, and there should to be suggested products. Now let's check. Here you can see, but this should to be have of ml 52. Think I did something wrong. What happened? Okay, so this is why I will have to paste it in the another section, in this section. Now let's check what is happening. Okay, it is ruining the whole code. So I think what I can do. Okay, this is overcoming, and let me go to this product section. This product section is this is the aside code. Okay, and this is the another one. So I think I have here a flex and a flex call. Okay, now let me copy the code here, paste the code here. Now let's check. Here you can see now it is looking very well, and I think I also should to bring the footer here. So footer should to be in this section. Okay, cut it and let me bring it here. Okay, what happened? Mm, this is the section. Okay, let me refresh this screen without having the footer. Yes, it is working well, but when I this section is related with this one, let me paste it here. Now what is happening? Okay, but it has some padding and margin. So what I can do, I think I can do something that should to be okay. Let me return it and paste it again here. Refresh the screen. Okay, I can go with this. This should to have. Let me go another. Let me do another thing for this footer. Let me give it the PL of 52. If it is working, then it is okay. Otherwise, yes, I think it's worked. If I give it a 60, okay, now it's good, I think. But if I make it on smaller screen, here you can see style is going inconsistent. This should not be inconsistent. So for that purpose I will have to give this in the medium screen. In smaller screen it will adjust. Okay, now here you can see it is now adjusted. Yes, this is how you will have to do responsive design in the Tailwind CSS. And this was the product page. If you want to add another section, you can go with another sections. This was the filtering side, and this is the all products and suggested product. And you can also create a single view product. We will not create a single view product page in this video because it will take a lot of time. So for that purpose we will create another section, and in another section we will create the product page or the single product view page. Okay, and yes, this was the today part. So keeps me in your prayer, and if you have watched the video till now, then please make sure to subscribe the channel, and also like to the video, and also do a good comment. And yes, if you want to continue this series, then yes, you can write down a comment to continue this series. We will learn a lot of things ago. And yes, we will create the admin dashboard also with Tailwind CSS, and also the cart page design. And when we complete this everything, then we will make this website dynamic with the help of JavaScript. And once we made it dynamic with JavaScript, then we will create it backend in Node.js, and we will again redesign this website in React.js. Okay, so keep me in your prayer, and goodbye for now.